when Suge first got out of jail, we had that powerhouse with Snoop Dogg, right? It was right around the same time. So the Anaheim Police Department comes into my office and says, we're canceling your show. And I said, why? And they said, because Suge just got out of jail. We heard he's coming to your show. So I'm like, well, why didn't somebody just call him and invite him? At least we'll know where they're at. And he's like, good, you do that. And I was like, so I called Death Row, and I'm like, hey, Cedric, it's Damien from Power. I want to talk to Suge. He goes, yeah, right. Hangs up the phone. Call back. 953-4200, motherfucker. It's Damien. Tell Suge to fucking call me.
Right.
Hang up the phone. Next thing I know, oh, shit, well, people usually don't call up here for Suge. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Yeah, so he's at home. Let me three-way him in. Yo, what's up? I said, yo, I hear you coming to Powerhouse. He's like, yo, and I wasn't thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I was just in this other thing. And he goes, what's a Powerhouse? I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. You know what it is. Whoops. You know what I mean? Or whatever it was. You know, don't be dumb, motherfucker. You know, whatever it was. And he laughed. And he goes, I heard you were a crazy white boy.
That's funny.
And I was like, oh, great. And he goes, I said, look, why don't you come be my guest, stay in the suite with my family, and we can at least have a relationship? Because at some point, you're going to want to release a record. I'm the guy that you're going to need to do that.
I love it.
And he was like, no one's ever invited me to something before. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, but you show me respect, I'll show you respect. I'll be there. And I was like, cool. Anaheim Police Department comes to me and says, if he's got one extra person, we're shutting this whole thing down. So Anaheim Police Department comes up to me as the show's starting. They're like, Suge brought one extra person. We're shutting this down. And I'm like, what? And I look over and I see Suge and just a sea behind him of cops and gangbangers and just everything. And I'm like, okay. And Suge goes, I left him at the door. And I'm like, what? And he goes, Dame, I told you, you will not have a problem for me. And I was like, great. So he walked in, watched the whole show, was totally cool. Now, the next morning, which was a Sunday, I'm hearing a knock on my front door. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm not answering that. Knocks harder. I'm like, what the fuck? I go downstairs. I open the door, and there's a basket on my doorstep. I didn't give this motherfucker my address. With my compliment, Suge Knight.
I love it.
But from then on, we had a great relationship.